Well, here we go with the artichokes. What we basically do before we do anything else after buying them is we cut the ends off, get a nice clean cut, not dried out, and then we sit it in reverse osmosis water and let the plants soak for a whole almost 24 hours, absorbing water and getting good and moist. And then we will cut them off tomorrow and stuff them and steam them. So stay tuned for that. We'd like to ask that you please subscribe, hit the like button, and the notify to stay current with our content. Thank you. So here we go mixing up the ingredients. We take mushrooms and we put them in a little grinder and we grind them up. We've already done the onion. So we take mushroom and we take onion. Then we're going to add tuna fish and we're going to use it with spring water. You can also use it oil. My dad used sardines. Then it all goes into a bowl. We add Parmesan cheese. And then we're going to add breadcrumbs. And we're going to get it all mixed up. And then after it's all mixed up, it's all finely cut, then we're going to use olive oil to bind it. We're going to pour the olive oil in, and we're looking for enough moisture in the mixture so that when you pat it, it stays in shape. So all we're doing is breaking apart the tuna fish here, and we're going to mix it all together good and uniformly. Then again, we're going to add the olive oil, and with the olive oil, and as you can see, I'm very popular with all my cats right now because we have tuna fish in the bowl. But we're going to use the olive oil to bind it. And then when it's all bound up, we're going to stuff it into the leaves of the artichoke, which will be nice and soft now because they've soaked overnight. Now there goes the breadcrumbs. We're using Progresso Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. And we're mixing it all up good and well. And then we're going to go ahead and add some Tony Chachere's for spices. It's a Cajun spice. It's got a little bite to it and a little red pepper, but I kind of like it. And Luann's getting used to it. And then we use the olive oil when we pour it in. And what it's going to do is moisten the mixture and it could cause it all to bind together. Now, when you're mixing it all up, you start initially. And when you look at the mixture as it's coming along, we had to add some more breadcrumbs. We want to get a good solid mixture, but we don't want to overpower it with one or the other. Now, here goes the olive oil. We're going to probably add about a half an ounce of olive oil, and we're going to mix it all up, coat all the particles, and then we'll push them down and see how they stick together. And then once the mixture is ready, we will begin stuffing the artichokes with it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you stuff the artichoke, and then when you steam it, the stuffing is so tasty, and it imparts a flavor to the pretty bland artichoke leaves that you'll be eating. So stay tuned for the stuffing. Now an artichoke is really the flower of the plant, and so what you do is there's all the nice leaves. So when you take the artichoke, the first thing we did, we cut it off nice and flat so it'll sit flat in the steamer, and then you begin taking the mixture. You start with the lower leaves and you stuff them in, then you go to the set above it, and when you're doing that, you're forcing the flower kind of like to open by using the stuffing material to go in between there. And then when you put it into the steamer, the way you tell it's done is the artichoke will actually bloom open. It will just lay open and be very lazy. So here you go with the finishing of the stuffing. You just work your way all the way around, all the way up to the very top, and then you can put everything on top, and then you can sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese over the completed mixture, and then it's ready to go into the steamer. In this particular case, my wife is going to be using an Instapot to produce it because she likes the way those cook. I prefer steaming them in a basket, but you know, individual preference, and my wife's doing the cooking, so I'm going to have to enjoy this one. So anyway, there you go. You get all the stuffing in there, push it down good and hard, and you're ready to go. So once you have it all stuffed like this, it goes into the little steamer basket, and then we will drop it down into the Instapot and cook it. That basket is cooking safe, so away we go. And then when it comes out, it will look like this. Notice how it's opened up, and then all the stuffing has turned brown and all the leaves are nice and tender. And then you just pull them off, and when you do, you'll wind up getting stuffing and the leaf to scrape off to eat. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you found all that useful and informative. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're having fun at your house today. Happy Labor Day weekend.